I'm here at the Scottish Festival, and as you can see, they're selling very Scottish beer.
My name is Fred Torres. I am the chaplain for the 42nd Black Watch Island Society. We celebrate the being of the actual Black Watch, which is an ancient British Scottish regiment, and we celebrate their history and hope to do them proud as we parade around.
Are you yourself Scottish?
No, my wife has Scottish heritage. I myself am of Puerto Rican heritage.
Do Puerto Ricans and Scots have a lot in common?
Yeah, we're all island people. So, other than that, no, not really.
Champ is here. Check it out. I can't see him. That dude's not Scottish, he's wearing pants. I have found my family clan here, and this here's spokesperson. What's your name?
My name is Bill Graham.
Bill Graham, and did you skin that badger yourself?
I did not skin him, but I purchased him from a Native American trapper who actually did all that for me, and then ships me the skins, and I make sporrans out of them.
Now this isn't Graham Tartan you've got on, is it?
Absolutely. This is the ancient and weathered Graham of Menteith tartan.
Okay, so what's the difference between that and this one here?
Okay, this is an ancient Graham tartan, and actually there are multiples here, so I can actually show you all of them.
The bluish one is the one I'm more familiar with.
The one that you're probably very familiar with is the current modern tartan. This is the Graham of Montrose tartan. This is the official tartan of the clan.
James Graham.
Yes, and then that currently goes with our current chief, His Grace the Duke of Montrose. And then this is the ancient Graham of Menteith, or Montrose tartan. And then you go to the Menteith tartans. And the Menteith tartan, the modern, is a bit darker. And the only difference is in the set stripe, is instead of being white, the set stripe is azure blue. And then in the ancient tartan, it's just a muted tartan, so it's the same thing. Now the Wolf and the Warp and all the sets are the same, the difference is just the color. And that's the same thing with this. This is just the visual of what the ancient tartan would look like as it weathered over many years in the field.
So Clan Macduff, what's your name?
Stephen Lundy.
Stephen Lundy. Are you guys descended from the Macduff who's in Macbeth, immortalized by Shakespeare?
Yes.
And did he do a fair job?
Macbeth used right and liberties, shall we say.
At the same time, he immortalized his clan as the heroes.
He did that, he did that. So we'll take that one.
So, correct the historical record. What were the great liberties?
For the freedom, they got granted three things. To lead the army, Scottish army, into battle, which lead the vanguard, to put the crown on the King of Scotland, and freedom and sanctuary to the Cross of Macduff.
And, but the part about the witches, that was completely accurate, right?
I wasn't there.
Okay, if you want absolute historical proof that tragedy plus time equals comedy, I'm just about to give it to you. Check this out. The Titanic Fun Slide.
These are a display of medieval helmets and weapons, and each helmet has a different function, and they also come from a different time period. Our particular clan, Clan Armstrong, is descended from Vikings, so we have a couple of Viking swords, weapons, and helmets. This is a Viking helmet. As you see, it's very simple. Was originally made of, I believe, soft iron or steel, and it evolved into this helmet, which had some chainmail to protect your neck and shoulders, which of course this didn't have originally. Then as you move forward through the ages, you come up with this, which is called a Sugarloaf helmet.
When you watch the movie Highlander, do you get mad that it's not accurate?
I don't, because I understand that a lot of people, writers and directors, have different ideas of, you know, what history is about or how they want to portray history. And actually working in the film business myself, I know that you have to elaborate at times and draw on what might not be necessarily history. So I understand there's a lot of things out there that aren't historically accurate, but there are also several things, or a handful of things that are historically accurate, and those are the ones that are really special and really worth.
Now you know they're planning to remake Highlander. Are you going to try to get a job on that set?
Maybe so, if they promise to go a little more historically accurate.
Hi, I'm Mike Myers. If it's not Scottish, it's crap! Now, I noticed your t-shirt. Are you a fan of Mike Myers, or do you find his Scottish accent annoying?
Oh, it's... no comment.
This iron brew is more popular in Scotland than Coca-Cola. They serve it at McDonald's. And it contains caffeine and ferric ammonium citrate and real sugar, because they don't do the pussy-ass corn syrup thing that we do over here. I'm going to try it now. Hold on. Alright, my first iron brew. Tastes like really sweet bubble gum. Not unlike Inca Cola, in fact.
Starting at the top is the Japanese Arasaka rifle. Below that is the Muzan Nugat. This is the common rifle of the Russian soldier in World War II. And the two below it are British Enfield rifles, which were the common weapon of the infantry of British infantry in World War II.
Now, if you had to defend yourself with only one, which one's the best?
I would think the British rifle, myself.
And why is that?
Well, for one thing, it doesn't kick you as hard as the others, which means you can keep it on target much easier. And a lot of people, until they're very used to a weapon, will anticipate that kick and actually pull it off what you're aiming at.
So is that why the British won the war? They had the better guns?
Did the British win the war?
In the Rob Roy movie with Liam Neeson, they made James Graham out to be the bad guy. What was up with that?
You know, that's of course Hollywood's slight twist on the whole thing, and of course they're just like in Braveheart. You know, they made several twists in that too, just so that it makes for a good movie. But you know, you have to live with what Hollywood creates, and you know, we all know that he was a benevolent soul who did a great job and was actually a nice guy until you were crossed. So you just have to kind of live with what they came up with.
So is Rob Roy really the bad guy in the story?
Rob Roy is actually one of the bad guys in the story. There are several, but Rob definitely was known as a cattle thief.
Right there, what you got is some innards of some sheep, lamb, mutton. You could call it mutton. And they put oatmeal in it. They use salt, pepper, a little bit of spices. Each person that makes haggis is they have their own ingredients, kind of like Kentucky Fried Chicken. They want to kind of keep it a secret, but it's
pretty good. Just need some whiskey. Have you had any of the whiskey here today yet?
Not yet.
So you don't know where it is? I've been asking everyone and nobody knows.
That was last night.
That was last night? Damn!
The whiskey tasting was last night.
So I got screwed out of the deal.
Yeah.
Well, I finally got my Scotch whiskey. It's J&B. Cheers.